I'm Dr. B with today's Hope Nugget. Today we're talking about two words: trust God. You know what I want you to do? Trust God. Are you in a situation that it's difficult to trust God because you've been holding on, you've been believing, you've been trying to hold out, but nothing has changed, and it's like you don't have daylight. It's like you can't see how in the world, God, are you going to work this out? How are you going to make a way? I'm a living witness, been there many times. And one thing I know is that you can trust God. To trust means to lay down upon. It's like saying, God, I'm laying down all my burdens. I'm laying down this situation. I'm laying it all down upon you. And I'm going to wait, God, until you bring it to pass in your way and in your time. Trust God. No matter what the enemy is trying to tell you, you can trust God. You can trust God. People will fail. That's how we are as humans. We fall short, but we can trust God to keep his word. He can be trusted no matter what the situation is. You can trust God. He is so faithful and so worthy. Psalm 143:8 reminds us. It simply says, let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for in you do I trust. He says, show me the way in which I should go, for it is in you that I entrust my life. There's something to be said about trusting God. You will never, ever, 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 ever go wrong trusting God. You are not going to fail and miss out trusting God. Now, trusting man is a whole different case. The Bible says in the center of the Bible, if you divide the Bible up right there in the center, it gives you a word. In Psalm 118:8, it says, it is better to put your trust in the Lord than your confidence in man. Oh my God. It is so much better to put your trust in the Lord than your confidence in man. We as humans, we are fallen, fallible, fickle, finite, flawed flesh. And so sometimes we can't be trusted to keep our word, and we can change our mind and decide we're not going to do it or we're not going to help you. That's us as humans, but God is not a human. He's not a man that he shall lie. No, God is faithful and trustworthy. He is worthy to be trusted. Think about the people in your life that are trustworthy. Who comes to your mind when you think that's a trustworthy person? She's trustworthy. He's trustworthy. There's just some characteristics about a person who's trustworthy. They're reliable, right? They're dependable. They are honorable. They are true to their word. They generally have some kind of order or structure to their life. When people are trustworthy, there's a confidence, there's a comfort that their presence brings to you. They can just be believed. There's a sincerity about people who are trustworthy. They don't appear to be liars or scammers or scheming or what have you. They tend to have such a genuineness about them that they're trustworthy. Where God is trustworthy above us all, because the Bible says, hey, we're like filthy rags. You know, on our best day, we're still counted as filthy rags. But the Father, he's trustworthy. He's reliable. He's dependable. Oh, I know you've been in the situation a while, but God is going to see you through. He is a way maker. He will make a way. In fact, he's already made a way. It may not have come to pass, but it's going to work out for your good and his glory. Know that. Yes. He is trustworthy. And that's why the Bible tells us to lean not on our own understanding. In all of our ways, acknowledge him. He will direct our path. He can be trusted to guide us out of a situation, to guide us through a situation. Come on. He can be trusted no matter what we are going through in our lives. So keep that in mind and know that your Father is trustworthy. He deserves to be trusted. Just look at his track record. Hasn't he always come through for you? Hasn't he always made a way? Hasn't he always, even when you didn't know how, God worked it out? Because he's trustworthy. Keep that in mind. And that is today's Hope Nugget for you. And